It's a little bit long, okay? So there's 5 questions. So I'll scroll up in a little bit because it's hard to put it all on the same page. All right. Good luck. Okay, I think that's enough time. Does anybody need more time? No? Okay, let's go on to class. Here we go. We're doing one of my favorite things ever in the history of everything. My tray is 6. All right, let's do it. Who wants to read? Nobody. Tatiana, would you like to read?
Yes, I would like to read.
Okay.
Maitreya, in his work enti- entitled The Higher Line, describes the 6 different steps in the process through which the tendency to grasp to some self-nature causes karma, and thus the world of suffering life.
Yeah.
Describes the 6.
Okay, good. Does anybody know any of them? They're in order.
Yes.
What's the first one? What's the first what it's basically the same as the first thing in the Wheel of Life. What's the first link?
When we born, we already have bakchak and have tendency see things like self-existence.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a type of ignorance. It's called henke. It's inborn, okay? Meaning you don't have to think about it and no one has to tell you. Okay? No one tells you, "Oh, um stuff's out there." Anastasia, okay? Yeah, that's the first one. The inborn tendency to see things self-existently from past lives. Read this, Anastasia.
When you are born, you already have karmic seeds bakchaks for the two tendencies to see things as self-existence, uh, for seeing yourself and you parts as self-existent, planted there during past lives.
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 Yeah, exactly. It's contextual in English if it's lives or lives, okay? It's the same exact spelling, which is very hard, right? So this is the first link in the Wheel of Life. It's called um Anastasia, say jigsaw
Jigsaw,
la tawa.
tatawa,
La tawa.
latawa.
Yeah, jigsaw la tawa. Or just jigsaw or jikta. They'll say jikta. All right. Jikta means you see me and mine as self-existent. That's the thing that causes samsara, according to the Wheel of Life and according to Lord Maitreya in the Higher Line, which is a book title, right? It's one of his 5 books. All right, Anastasia, do the Tibetan.
Dagzin Niki Bakchak.
Yeah, it's actually Dangzin, okay?
Mhm.
This prenasal becomes an N before the G. All right.
Mhm.
It's an exception. Say dangzin.
Danzin.
Dang, dang.
Danzin.
Yeah,
Dan.
good. Mm-hmm. And dangzin ni, those two types of grasping to a self. Either things are me or things are mine. Usually your parts. Mine means my parts. And I think it could mean your stuff too. My house, my world, like that. Those pakchaks, right? You were born with the karmic seeds of seeing those two. Okay, good. What's next? So you have those karmic seeds, and then what? Anybody?
So because of seeds, we can see things like self exist.
Yeah, the seeds ripen into the experience of seeing things as self-existent. So this is just the potential, right? And this next is the actual thing. Um, read this, Tatiana.
Do it, do it to, I don't know how to read.
Do,
Do,
do.
due to the seeds, you start to have the true tendencies to see things as self-existent.
Yeah. Re- Read, read this.
Don tin Nikia.
Yeah, Dangzin Nike. Um, it starts, it happens, it begins, okay? It arises. All right, cool. Okay, so that's two of them. So you have the seeds, then the seeds apply themselves? No. Enforce themselves? The seeds ripen to see things as self-existent. And then what?
Is it that you begin to see things as pleasant or non-pleasant or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. Um, because things are seem self-existently. Okay, listen. Because the seeds to see things as self-existent ripen, you think things are self-existently good or bad based on the fact that you don't realize you planted, you did good or bad things to create those good or bad events. So it's not that they aren't good or bad, it's that they're good or bad because they're coming from you. But you don't see that. You just think, that sucks. That's awesome. Over there. Okay, good. Read this. Oh, wait. Terogchiteshte.
Yeah, thank you.
You have to teach me more Romanian, or you're just gonna hear that for the next 6 months.
Yeah, well, it will be a pleasure to teach you more. Just let me know. What would you
Okay,
like?
okay. Read this.
You begin to see things the wrong way. Some things appear to you to be attractive, and others appear to be undesirable from their own sides.
Good. Just read the stuff on the bottom here.
Yi, Ong,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ming, Sultrim Tok.
Yeah, Sulmin Tok. You yeah, this is Sulmin, like incorrectly. Okay. You talk. What's this talk mean? Without an S. Come on. Anastasia, what does this talk mean?
It's understand.
No.
I don't know.
Opposite. Without the S, it means you have this completely wrong idea that comes to your brain. Okay? Concept. You have a concept. You have a stupid idea, a stupid concept, okay, a wrong idea. And the way in which you see things is incorrect. As seeing them as good or bad or attractive or unattractive, or pleasant or unpleasant, whatever. That's crazy. We do that all day. Okay, and then once you see things as attractive or unattractive from their own side, what happens then? What do you start to do at that point?
You like or dislike them ignorantly.
I don't like that. My government's stupid. She's so beautiful. Right? Or I'm not beautiful. Or I don't like that they're beautiful. Whatever combination of those ideas. Good. Theodore got it. You read it.
Based on your misconception of things, you begin to feel ignorant like or dislike of these objects.
Yeah, what does K mean? I just explained it.
Born, arise,
Yeah, you start, it arises. Good. That you feel, say Turchak, Theodore.
Duchak,
Yeah. And say Shedang, Shedang.
Shedang,
Yeah, good. Kie.
Kye.
Good. Ignorant liking and ignorant disliking starts to come to your mind, right? Based on your ignorant way of seeing things as pleasant or unpleasant. Okay, good. Or not good. What happens next?
You perpetuate the karma or something like this. The ignorant.
You start doing things based on this action, this fact, right? So he's going pretty subtle. You have the seeds. The seeds ripen as seeing things. Then you see things as attractive or unattractive. And then you start to feel, right? Ignorant dislike or like. And then from there, well, then you start acting based on those things, right? Yeah, here we go. Go ahead, Theodore, you got it.
Due to the emotions of liking and disliking, you do say, think, uh, you do say or think negative things, which is collecting karma. Le,
Exactly.
le is karma, suck.
Yeah, lay sak. Sak means to collect, and lay means doing, thinking, and saying things. Okay? Actions. Yeah. And then what happens there?
Then you perpetuate or something like that.
The whirlpool of pain. It's like a toilet. It's like being stuck in a toilet. Ow! Okay. When you finally go down, when it flushes, you die. Read this, Theodore.
This karma causes you to continue to circle around in the circle of suffering life. Korwar, kor.
Good, yeah. Quarter quarter. You circle in the circle. You cycle in the cycle. You spin in the wheel. Okay? Quarter means is the verb form of, well, I guess they're both verbs. Verbs. Yeah. You spin, yeah. You circle in the circle. hmm It means to circle or cycle, which is the same word in English. They all come from chakra. Chakra in Sanskrit comes from, both parts come from the same root. It's called reduplication. When you want to strengthen the meaning of a word, you duplicate the sound. So cha and kra both come from kur, which mean to do, to happen, to create. The word create comes from the same thing too. So you cur, you cur, you circle, cycle, chord in Tibetan. Okay, that's unpleasant. Next. Loan. Want to read this? Maybe.
When three different types of beings sit down together and look at a glass full of liquid, they see three different things. Does this mean then that nothing at all is one way or the other?
Good. Where's Maria? I want to argue with her. It's fun. Maria!
What's up?
What do you mean, what's up?
Good
What do
morning.
you... Dobre утро?
Доброе утро.
Okay. So I call this three beings walk into a bar, okay?
Uh-huh.
In English that's how you set up the type of joke. So three beings walk into a bar, okay?
Okay.
Bartender puts a drink down, okay? They see three different things. Does that mean nothing at all exists one way or the other?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Okay, we can move on. Thanks. Good answer. You're really absorbing the material. Actually, for a debate, you could do that. If someone comes up to you in a debate in the monastery, and you can say yeah, and there's no debate. You say duh. I agree. I agree. Maria, disagree. Come on.
Okay. No, that cannot be so.
Okay, you ask me. You be the first. I'll be the defender. You be the attacker.
Okay,
Go ahead.
interesting. So let's assume three beings come into the bar and they order
Uh-huh.
a drink,
Yeah.
and all three of them see it or taste it in a different way.
Yeah.
Does that mean that nothing at all is one way or the other?
No.
How so?
Wait, you gotta you need more rebuttal than that. You can't just that's the end of the debate. You're like, why? Um, because just because they see it three different ways doesn't mean each way is invalid to each being, Maria. What do you got? What do you got for that?
Okay, so they see it in a different way, and that way is valid for them. Does that mean they see it in the same way?
No, I just said it, they see it different ways.
So that means that nothing is the same way for everyone?
Yep, that's what it means.
Okay, we agree on that.
Yeah, so good job. So the idea is, um, just because things are different to everyone doesn't mean, I don't know, actually. The wording's interesting. Nothing at all is one way or the other. You can say nothing at all is one way or the other. That's emptiness. Um, if you take away the perceptions of all beings, nothing at all is one way or the other. But because nothing at all is one way or the other, every being can have a perception. Okay? You can't watch two movies on the same screen. Okay? You need a blank screen. That's what it means. All right. Loan, read this.
It does not mean that nothing is one way or the other. Things are one way or the other because we perceive them as one way or the other because our past karma is forcing forcing you to see them that way.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Good job. Mm, yeah. Things are always one way or the other because nothing is one way or the other. Okay? Meaning you have some experience at all times, but that experience is due to the fact that there's no self-existent experience that is occurring. And the experience that is occurring is due to how you treated others in the past, ripening in an order based on the causes and conditions around those occurrences. Karma. All right. Question 3. How many questions is there? Oh my God. Um, Tuido. She there? She alive? No? Quado. Is anyone with the last name Doe available? Maybe not. All right.
Thủy
That's
đổ.
Quay? Doe.
Yeah, Thủy.
Tui. Tui?
Thủy.
Tui? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say that every time. That takes effort. She's not she said she's not available anyway. Tui is not available. Fine, I'll say it. How?
Yes.
Where were you yesterday?
Oh, I'm in the office yesterday.
Office?
Yes,
You
I
have a
work
job?
in you.
You
Yeah,
have a
I work.
you have a job?
Yeah, I prepare for the áo dài event.
Does your whole life revolve around Aoyai events?
No, not just like uh 2 more weeks. We have to like organize that, so we have to repair everything.
Wait, do tourists like the Aoyai events?
Yeah,
They-
the tourists really like because they buy a lot.
They're like, put your Aoyai on. We want the tourists to buy things. Great. I'm happy for them. Read this.
Yes, thank you. Is it possible that the three beings have three perceptions which are unvalid and yet draw contradictory conclusions about a single object?
No, it's impossible. If it's a single object, how could they have contradictory views which are valid?
Because of their own karma.
Theodore, don't say obvious and conclusions that are correct.
I'm sorry if you weren't speaking with.
No, it's fine. I was just messing with whoever. Yeah, it's true. Hal, read this.
Yes. Yet it is. Each being is having a perception which is valid given their own circumstances. And the three objects being seen are mutually contradictory from each other. We must be careful, though, in this case, to say that the one object they are all three looking at is a liquid and not water, simply because water is what a human sees.
Yeah. It's like
Mm.
it's just like the pen, the white and the blue. You put it on the pen, right? Yeah. So water is put on the liquid or the substance. The substrate is a fancy English word.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good job, Theodore. Wait, how do you say good job in Romanian?
Um,
Or well done or something?
uh, there are many ways in which you can say
How do you say
good.
good?
Good is also you can say in so you can say bravo, which is also in other languages for congratulations, or you can say for good, you can say bine, which is also similar to other languages, Latin languages.
Yeah.
Bine is
Be
good.
yeah. Okay. Bine.
Yeah.
Right. Bine it is. Bravo, Bine. Okay. Um, number 4. Mike Hoffman, are you there?
Me?
Yeah, I'm here. I read this.
All right. Describe how the consequence section of the middle way school. What? Explain what is. Describe how the consequence section of the middle way school explains what
Explains.
is
It should be
happening
explains, yeah.
in this case, using their concept of three parts, three material causes, and three contributing factors.
You got this, Mike? You got this?
Yeah, I got it. Um, Consequence school of the middle way, what is happening in this case? Okay, so there are there's one cup of liquid, but there's three different beings perceiving the same cup of liquid with three different minds. So each of the three different beings is having a separate experience of the liquid. So there's one being is experiencing it as pus and blood. One being
Which
is
one?
the preta is
Yep.
experiencing the liquid as pus and blood. The human is experiencing the liquid as water, and the uh, divine being is experiencing the liquid as deathless nectar. And all three of them are correct because they're all looking at the same liquid with through the lens of their past karma.
Yeah. They I will give you a 97 on that, okay? They say, I think more specifically, they say um each of the each person sees each being sees a part of the liquid, and that part they see um has a separate material cause based on the karma of the being uh and its contributing factors like I don't know if they call the realm they're in the Nirlangigu, the material cause, and then the karma itself is a contributing factor, or the karma itself is a contributing as the Nirlangigu, I guess, and then the realm they're in, the contributing factor. I think that's what they would say. All right. Mike did well. Read this, Mikey H.
The three objects that the three beings perceive, pus, water, or nectar, can be described initially as three parts of the base object, the liquid. This liquid provides the material cause, the stuff or material that turns into each of these objects in each case. The three different kinds of karma in the minds of the three different kinds of beings are forcing them to see the base object the way they do, and are the contributing factor in this case.
Okay, this is the part I was a little hazy on, right? So the karma is the contributing factor, according to this example. And I never really agreed with this, honestly. It felt a little off to me, but it's supposed to be the highest middle way, but I don't know. Um, and the liquid is the material cause. It kind of doesn't make sense to me. It's obviously not wrong, but how could the karma not be the material cause? You know what I'm saying? I think for me, my understanding, which could be wrong, of course, the liquid, the parts of the liquid should be the contributing factor in which the karma, the material cause, is placed upon. You know what I mean? But we can think about it, cook it. Either way, it's coming from us. All right. Good job, Mike. I don't know how to say your name. Last name Doe. First name Hyung? Hyung? Hyung?
Yeah,
Tell me how to say your name right.
my name is Nhung Do.
Hyung Do.
Yes.
Okay, that's easier than Tui. Are those your children?
What
Read.
happened? Yeah.
Go ahead, read.
What happened to the three bucks when, for example, a craving spirit tried to drink from the grass?
Yeah, this is the part I have challenge with. I don't like it, but okay, what happens? What happens to the three parts? I argue nothing happens to the three parts because it was never three parts to the craving spirit, right? Because if Mike is the human and there's two people, two other beings, craving spirit and a deva, and Mike starts to drink it, and the craving spirit and the deva watch Mike drink it, then to Mike he's drinking water still, as he always was, but the craving spirit will see him drinking pus and blood, and the deva will see him drinking nectar, right? I don't know. Let's read the answer. Quiet, child. Nungdo.
Yes.
Go ahead.
When the craving spirit attempt to drink from the grass and the liquids become exclusively something that he alone is experiencing, then it goes from being part blood and blood in a general sense to being fully blood and blood to him.
Okay, thank you. You see, it doesn't make sense to me because how could it be blood and pus in a general sense?
What if they're like all sitting there looking at the cup? Like they're all sitting on the couch and the cup is on the table and
Yep.
all three of them are looking at it. And
Yep.
then the Preda grabs the cup and like walks into the other room and starts drinking it. That's
Ah,
what this means to me.
No, but he doesn't say that.
Because he says that he alone is exclusively something that he alone is experiencing. So
I know
it doesn't
exactly,
say
but
that.
only from attempting to drink it, not from only being the only one perceiving it. That's like the dog in the pen. Yeah, if just the dog walks back in the room, it's only a chew toy, right?
The context is super vague.
Yeah, there's some vagary here, some vagueness. Um, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I I would like to have an argument with Master Chandrakirti about it. I think this is from Entering the Middle Way. It's called Chunbop. Everybody say Chunbop. Chunbop. It literally means the waterfall metaphor. It's very famous. Um, I always had a problem with it. Okay. Even when I first heard it, I was like, wait, what? Three parts? Why does it have to be three parts? I don't agree. I don't agree. Um, it's okay though. It's not, doesn't mean it's wrong. All right, good job, Yundo. I'm gonna mispronounce your name for the next 20 years. Um, who wants to read? Milan, you read, please.
Plus that the craving spirit sees in the cup actual us and plus why or why not
Blood,
bloods
blood.
ah blood.
Close, close. It's good for now. Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
What's the key word in this question?
Mm,
Anybody?
see.
Nope.
Actual.
Actual.
Yeah. Yay, good. You guys are good logicians. Perfect. Actual. So you have to ask, what do you mean actual? And this is the problem, okay? This is the problem. When you explain emptiness, this is the problem you run into. When somebody hears, oh, things things exist because they're empty. Due to the fact that they're empty, things can exist through karmic seeds, through your karma. Okay? That's what makes them actual. But if you're sosokewo, um, your brain starts to malfunction. You're like, you think actual means self-existent, but not there is nothing self-existent that could ever have existed. So to think actual means self-existent means something that could never have happened ever and has never happened and will never happen is has been happening, and that is real. Okay? But the opposite is also true. Just because things are empty doesn't mean there are no actual things. And that's what happens to people's brains. They either go into the realm of that means there's no real things, or that means that things aren't real. Okay? When in Jason Kappa's poem Lamso Namsam, The Three Principal Paths, he says, if you understand that things being empty is what makes them real, you understand karma and emptiness. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, of course. And that's what it is. Uh, read Milan, but you have to say blood right. Say blood.
Yes,
Blood.
blood.
That's good. Okay, read.
The pus and blood in the
Pus, pus,
cup
pus.
blood. plus,
Pus.
bus,
Yeah, puss means your lips.
bus,
Yeah, good. Uh-huh. Go
and
ahead.
blood. In the
Blood. Blood.
blood, ah,
Yes.
blood.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
In the cup are actual bus and blood. The
Yep.
fact, the fact that they are just a perception box upon the craving spirit does not in any way diminish their reality. The water to the thing which the human sees is now and always has been only a perception to
Yeah. Say human. Human.
human.
Yeah. It should be human, but English. Human.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what things make things actual. They are actual pus and blood. Yeah, when your friend dies, they actually died. You know, when you have back pain, you have actual back pain. When, I don't know, when the guy you didn't vote for becomes president, he is the actual president. Okay. Karma. That's it.
Yêu
All
sống.
right. We are doing course 5, and it is awesome. I love this course. Um, all right. Just keep studying. We'll have class on Monday, and we'll finish course 5 next week. Okay? Keep coming, keep practicing. By the way, what's the point? The point is things are coming from you, but they don't seem that way. So you have to have someone teach you that. It's like being in a dream, and one of the dream characters taps you on the shoulder and is like, "Oh, hi. This is a dream." So in a dream, the dream character is telling you it's a dream, which is basically a miracle. Okay? So just remember all day, this is a dream forced on me by the things I did in the past. All right? And there's 6 components to the dream: feeling, hearing, tasting, seeing, smelling, and thinking. If you take away all those 6 things, what do you have left?
Happiness.
Marijuana.
Mike said it. Yeah, the direct perception of emptiness. All right? That's what emptiness is. The lack of an experience that's coming from you. Okay, I'm gonna eat something. Mixed nuts in 7 minutes. Does everybody have the link to mixed nuts?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't. Do I have it on my links? Hold on. Yeah, come to mixed nuts. It's awesome. It's what
Yes.
I. Oh, you beat me to it, Svetlana. Um. Okay. Class is in 7 minutes. I don't know whose class it is today. Do you want to know? Is it going to affect whether you come or not? I'll tell you. Tell me if you want to know right now. I see heads nodding. Today's class is Venerable Utpala. All right. All right.
Yep.
But don't call her that in class. Just to call her Upala. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Thanks, translators. Thank you, those sisters. Bye.
Bye.